Hey, so recently I had a wreck on the trail. And that's led me to this next video where I want to talk about safety gear. All right, so one of the first things you might think of with safety gear is some gloves, right? So you have regular, nice thin gloves. You can get some gloves like these Fox racing gloves, have a little extra padding on the back of the fingers and all. And it comes down to what's comfortable for you. Usually a good riding glove is gonna have some silicone on the tips here, so you get some traction on your levers. But most importantly, if you go down, whether it be on rocks or pavement or grass even, the palms of your hand are gonna be protected. You have that leather or fake leather type of material that's gonna give that padding so you can use your hands again after you get up. Eyewear, because all that stuff coming up off your front tire, regardless if you have a fender or not, it's going up towards your face. And bugs, trees, branches, whatever's in the way, you want to protect your eyes. You only have two eyes. For me, one of them kind of wonky, the other one works, so it's really important to wear the glasses. So these are prescription. You can get prescription safety glasses. You can get regular safety glasses. You can go to Home Depot and get some glasses. There's also really nice riding glasses out there. Just another example here, some ESSs, you can get these. And next, the goggles. You want a nice set of goggles if you're gonna ride full face, right? Sometimes if you're riding with just your regular open helmet, you want that extra protection that a pair of goggles are gonna afford you. Plus you can get accessories for them like tear off. So if you're riding on muddy days, mostly for you guys that are competing, you can tear them off or the roll off, you pull the string and it gives you a new fresh lens to look through. So eye pro is most important. And the next thing you need is a helmet. Can't ride without a helmet. I mean, you can, but why? So do you want a full face? Do you want a half helmet? What kind of helmet do you want? Usually it depends on the discipline of mountain biking or cycling that you do. So a full face helmet is fine for trails, for BMX, for downhill mountain biking. It's whatever you want. This one's from Demon. I have one here. It's from Fox. This is my normal go-to. I have not smashed this yet. Now when you land on your head, you need to replace these. So these have a lot of different vents and channels through them to direct the airflow and for the bugs to get caught in. It happens. And they're adjustable. So you want to get the size that fits. You don't want it to slop around because then you wind up with a second impact with the helmet hitting your head when your helmet's supposed to be against your head to absorb that impact. So we have, this is more your common mountain bike style that you see right now that everybody's using. Like this is more road cycling or cross country, and you have a lot more vents. It's a lighter weight helmet. It just doesn't feel as robust as the other, but again, it's a good helmet, CPSC certified. And then you have your skater park type helmet, right? So these are good durable helmets. They have a hard plastic outer shell, styrofoam inside, adjustable foam, usually in different thicknesses just to get that fit fine-tuned because you want it to stay on your head, not flop around on your head. And these will hold up a lot better for hard hits on your head. I still wouldn't recommend reusing the helmet after a good hard hit because it is your head and helmets aren't that expensive. All right, so we're gonna bring it on in, right? Now we got pads. These are elbow pads from Fox. They got a hard cup in them. So some have a rubbery kind of inserts in them, but you may or may not want elbow pads. You know, that's up to you. These are my son's. He uses these when he goes downhill racing. These are just like a regular knee pad. They have a, I did a video on these if you wanted to check out these more. They have a D30, the fancy rubbery type of material on the inside, so it's flexible. They have some extra padding on the sides, so these might not be as comfortable for your all-day riding, your cross-country style riding. There's different manufacturers making different styles. Demon does have some different styles where they're more like a rubber coated and they have channels and stuff so they're very flexible. again, get on some websites, start looking around, find what's going to work for you. Make sure you take the right measurements according to the manufacturers. They all have different measurement charts, and get something that's going to fit. These work really well, and I wish I was wearing these on my last wreck, so I'm wearing a knee brace because of it. And then for your downhill aficionados, something like this. Yeah, it's dirty, it's grungy, because that's what happens. All right, so you have your knee pad and you have your shin pad. This is going to give you the most amount of protection for when you're really just in the chunk and the gnar and you're going and you're downhill. Not really something you want to wear, pedaling uphill, pedaling around your local trails. You can wear whatever you want, but this is going to give you the most performance, more limitation. You're trying to bend more, move more. It's going to overheat you a little more, but hey, it's all about protection. All right, so there's a few other things you can look at. Pull up these sites. There's spine protectors you can get. There's chest protectors you can get. Different types of padded clothing. I mean, I'm not just talking the shorts with the chamois in them, but they have pads on your hips, on your arms. You can get, the sky's the limit as far as protective gear. But if you're going to get it, you need to wear it. I have my knee pads, had them in my hand. I got lazy and I put them back in my truck. Said I won't need these on this ride. And now I'm off my bike, screwing up a few things. My knee's jacked up. I'll be back on the bike, don't worry. But I would have been right back up and continued riding, no problem, if I had worn my knee pads that I brought with me. So it's not one thing to just have it, but you have to wear it too. So I hope this helps. Give me a thumbs up, and hey, keep riding, stay safe.